Hi guys. So hold on, let me take this thing off the screen. So just so you guys know, before we get started, I'm live on 3 platforms at once. I'm live right now on YouTube. I'm live right now on Facebook, and I'm live right now on Periscope. So all 3 of these platforms today, I'm also giving you guys the option to join in the conversation and join me and talk, because I think that there's so much going on in I'm going to say it bluntly. We need to stop being afraid to talk about the Muslim situation. We need to stop being afraid to talk about the Middle Eastern Muslim situation. Whether it be Donald Trump today having to post that he tweeted out that Saudi Arabia, they messaged us and said that they were really, really sorry about what happened, blah, 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 that kind of thing. Or how do I explain this? Like, I don't like that Donald Trump did that. I don't like that Donald Trump had to tweet that. I don't like that Donald Trump had to say, hey, Saudi Arabia apologized for the terrorist attack that happened today. Because I'm going to tell you something. I'm pissed. I'm done dancing around the Muslim situation. I'm done being afraid of being called Islamophobic. I'm done because, first of all, they need to learn what phobia means. I'm not afraid of these motherfuckers. I just don't like them. Why don't I like them? Because they don't like me. So it's time we talk about that. So I want to invite you guys on. I'm on Periscope, I'm on YouTube, and I'm on Facebook right now at the same time. I'm going to invite anybody in America who wants to just come on and have a conversation about the situation, to come on and say their piece, what they feel. Because I think it's okay that we all speak out sometimes. And this is the time. And I'm going to give you guys my platform to do so. So if you guys would like to speak about your feelings on the situation, don't worry. You're on my platform, not your own. You won't be kicked off. I'll be kicked off. So I'm giving you guys all an out right now. So I want to have some conversation. So I'm going to start off with talking about the Pensacola shooting today, because that's the most recent of events. Let's see. Let's see if I can share the screen, actually. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to share the screen now. In the meantime, Alexa, can you read me what NPR said about the shooting today in Pensacola?
Sorry.
Are you guys there? I got kicked off. They fucking kicked me off, and here I am again. So I had to like literally relog in and stuff. So hold on, guys. That's crazy.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Janine Herbst. The White House is declining to participate
Alexa,
in House.
Pause. So what I'm going to play for you guys right now, Alexa, play.
Impeachment proceedings.
Alexa, pause. Okay. What I'm going to play for you guys right now actually is NPR, what they said about this shooting, and it's live. So they're going to go over what's going on with it right now. Alexa, play.
NPR's Aisha Roscoe reports House Democrats had offered to allow President Trump to send counsel to represent him at the hearings.
White House counsel Pat Cipollone
Alexa,
rejected the offer.
What happened today at the shooting in Pensacola?
Here's something I found on the web. According to 145.1.tapnews.tapspot.com, the Pensacola News Journal reports 55-year-old Ricky Joe Fontenot was arrested last week for the shooting that happened on May 18th.
From Democrats ahead
Alexa,
of the headlines.
Go to NPR.
Getting your KPCC station from iHeartRadio.
Alexa. No, stop. This Alexa's stupid, you guys. She's literally dumb. Hold on, let me just pull it up myself. So the Pensacola shooting. So let's see. So there's live updates. Wow, something's happening about it right now. Somebody's helping. So I'll go to the usatoday.com. Barbaric Saudi national opens fire on Pensacola Navy base and kills 3 and injures 8. In Pensacola, Florida, a Saudi man trained. That's not cool. Facebook keeps like kicking me off. I'm sorry, guys. Is it freezing on your guys' side? A Saudi man training at a naval air station in Pensacola opened fire on a base early Friday morning with a handgun, killing 3 and injuring 8 before deputies finally shot him, authorities had said. President Donald Trump, who spoke with King Salman of Saudi Arabia shortly after the shooting, said the monarch called the attack barbaric. The shooter was identified as Mohammed Saeed al-Sharani, a member of the Saudi military. A U.S. defense official told USA Today the official wasn't authorized to discuss the matter publicly and spoke on conditions of anonymity. A motive for the attack is unknown. Come on, guys. That's what I want to talk about. I'm so sick of it fucking being so bad to say the word Muslim on the internet. Like, we know what this was about. Stop playing stupid. Don't sit around like fucking idiots and just pretend like, ooh, I wonder why. His name is Muhammad. Who else's name is Muhammad? The prophet. Why is most Muslim families their firstborn son named Muhammad? Well, let's look at the actual facts about the situation. Their goal isn't like Christians that want to believe in their religion or that tell themselves, what would Jesus do? It's not like that. They don't say, what would Muhammad do? They literally try to emulate their lives and mimic Muhammad's life. That's what Islam does. Literally. They're legitimately trying to mimic that. Now, Darlene said they are being trained on our military bases. I'll go ahead and show that comment real quick. Darlene, you can join the conversation if you want to. Click the link, and if you're on your mobile phone or wherever you are, you're on a computer, you can join the conversation. But they are being trained on our military bases. I get that, and I do honestly agree with you on that situation where I think that we need to vet people a lot better before we start training people on our bases. We need to know who's coming for what. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to discriminate, but if your name's Muhammad, I think we should be talking to you first if we're trying to vet people better. Just saying. But I will say this much. I do think that that it's not so much our military that's trying to train them like we're trying to train the Muslims. I don't think it's like that. I think what it is it's somebody who obviously infiltrated. There's this thing called taqiyya. And in the Muslim religion, taqiyya is known as well, we would call it lying in America, but they don't call it lying. It's actually, that's why it has a different name, because it's not lying. It's survival in a sense. It's them doing what they have to do to make sure that their religion moves forward and without interruption and without causing too much tension to yourselves. So that's what taqiyya is. And so when they lie to Americans and stuff like that, that's what it is. So for instance, in the Quran, it says that they cannot associate with people who are outside of their religion. Now, a lot of you at home probably say, oh, I have a Muslim friend. A lot of people try to say that. So if you think you have a Muslim friend, just know, taqiyya, bitch. Taqiyya, like taquito. They're lying to you, first of all. Second of all, that's their way of survival or to infiltrate the government to take over. Their goal here, you guys, isn't to die and have a peaceful life and go to heaven. What an honor killing and stuff, the way that honor killings are connected to this and the way that the lying and the entering our government, it's all connected. Here's why. They believe that this earth, this round sphere, is heaven. They believe that hell, well, they don't believe in hell. They believe that the evil, the bad, is anybody who's not Muslim. And when one of the Muslims commit a crime or a sin, if you will, that is not curable with some prayer, like being gay, or like adultery, like if you got caught sleeping around on your man, it's like you can't like forgive that. It happened. So that's why they kill them. And they call it honor. Because they believe if they kill them, once they take over the whole world and get rid of all of us, then the loved ones will come back. And they really believe this. They really, really, really believe this. And that's what's scary about the whole situation. So if you guys don't think it's happening, then look at France. Go look at the Eiffel Tower. It used to be a beautiful view. Now it's all immigrants from what countries? Open up your fucking brains, people. Go look at the UK. Look at the mayor of the UK. Look at all the hate crimes that are happening across the world right now. The Out magazine keeps posting them daily. All these gay people keep getting beat in the streets. And it's true. It's only happening in places like the UK, in Germany, and in France. All three of those places have huge immigration problems. In fact, why don't you guys ask Greta how she feels about immigration? And you'll find out how much of a Republican she really is. Just saying. Because her family moved away from the biggest rape capital of the world due to these Muslims invading her place too. Muslims have taken over almost all of Europe, in case you guys have not been awake at all or don't know what's going on. So they're trying to infiltrate America. And how do we know this? Go to simply Google, which is very left-leaning, which that's why your eyes have to be open. Like if you go to a left-leaning publication and they still tell you the same facts, then bitch, no, it's true. Like on the left-leaning publication on Wikipedia, go read about the Muslim Brotherhood and when it comes to America. And it'll tell you they're trying to take over our government. Literally, that's what they say. Literally. Here, I'm going to bring it up for you guys. We're going to read it together, motherfuckers. Go to Google. I hate Google. I normally use DuckDuckGo, but whatever. Let's go Muslim Brotherhood. First thing that pops up. The Wikipedia for the Muslim Brotherhood. Ready? I'm going to read it verbatim for you, mother. Okay? So you're going to want to go down because right now it's what it'll tell you at the beginning is the Society of Muslim Brotherhood and how it started and all that stuff. And how it started in Saudi Arabia and Egypt. Hello, here's your sign. So let's go down to where the United States, because it has a different section for each country, which is wild. Iraq, Palestine, Algeria, Germany, Indonesia. Oh, look, it's illegal to be gay in all those places. That's on the Wikipedia for them. Foreign relations. Here we go. In America. United States. Ready? According to a 2004 article by the Washington Post, U.S. Muslim Brotherhood supporters make up the U.S. Islamic community most organized force by running hundreds of mosques and business ventures, promoting civic activity, which is government, our local elections, and setting up American Islamic organizations to defend and promote Islam. In 1963, the U.S. chapter of Muslim Brotherhood was started by activists involved in the Muslim Student Association. U.S. supporters of the Brotherhood also started other organizations, including, but not limited to, the North American Islamic Trust, the Islamic Society of North America, CARE, the American Muslim Council, the American Muslim Society, and the International Institute of Islamic Thought. In addition, according to an explanatory memorandum on the general statistic goal for the group in North America, the understanding of the role of the Muslim Brotherhood in North America and a relatively benign goal of the Muslim Brotherhood in North America is identified as the following. Here's what this is their goal. Establishing an effective and stable Islamic movement by the Muslim Brotherhood, which adopts Muslims' causes domestically and globally, and which works to expand the observant Muslim base, aims at unifying and directing Muslims' efforts, presents Islam as a civilization alternative, and supports the global Islamic State wherever it is. The process of settlement is a civilization jihadist process with all the words means. The Muslim Brotherhood must understand that their work in America is a kind of grand jihad in eliminating and destroying the Western civilization from within and sabotaging its miserable house by their hands and the hands of the believers so that it is eliminated and God's religion, Islam, is made victorious over all other religions. That's on the goddamn Wikipedia here. And I'm going to I'll copy and paste in the comment section for you guys because I know like I'm on my computer right now, so I can't like show you guys like I normally do. Now, somebody did just say something really true. Her name's Ashley. Let's go ahead and put it up on the screen. Researching Islam can cause anxiety. True fact. That is a fact. That is a fact, Ashley. And Ashley is not lying, but I do urge all of you guys to take a Xanax and research it. I'm so sick of being afraid to talk about it. I'm so sick of all of you guys dancing around it. I'm so sick of all of us having to say moose lambs and muslims. I'm so sick of us having to lie on Facebook and make up different words because we know we'll be kicked off by the fucking elite. This is crap. People are dying, Kim. Like very Kim Kardashian. No, but seriously, people are literally dying across the world because of these motherfuckers. And I'm done. I did start a campaign before where it was called It's Time, but I had to shut it all down because I got kicked off Facebook. I got kicked off of Twitter indefinitely. I got kicked off of every social site for about a month and a half, and I lost everything. So I had to stop talking about it. I had a documentary coming out, and I literally filmed all 3 parts of it, and I only got to release 2 different parts of it before being kicked off YouTube. But one of the parts made it on Vimeo, which I'll put the link right now for you guys, actually, because it is really important to know about Islam. Because I always say this in videos, but I do mean it, and I'm not kidding you when I say this either. Islam is collectively killing Americans, gays, and Christians all across the world. All 3 of our groups, which all of us in America could call ourselves one group, Americans and Christians and gays need to come together more than ever before right now. I don't mean to sound the alarm, but by all means, I'm sounding the alarm. I don't want to live in a world where I know that once I'm dead, my children will have to live in a world of fear. Fear of being persecuted by Islam. Fear of being raped by these motherfuckers. Fear of being killed by these motherfuckers. Fear of simply being different than these motherfuckers. There's a reason why all across Europe, when one of their children go to the caliphate and they try to give their life to ISIS, there's a reason why now in those camps, when those people want to go home to Germany, to home to England, those white kids who are simply high schoolers looking for something cool to like fit into, and these people from ISIS was literally on the internet scouting little girls and boys. Well, a lot of those children went. There's documentaries all over the internet about it. And when those children went, now they want to go home, and they realize, I don't want to be here. I made a mistake. But guess what? Their countries are so terrified of these fucking motherfuckers that they can't go home. So they're being held in foreigner camps, which is at the same camp as the other people, as the other ISIS mothers and wives and children. But they have their own section in the camp. It's called the foreign section of the camp, literally. The one thing I give the Muslims is they don't mince words. They don't lie to you. They taqiyya all the time. But they're pretty straightforward about who they hate. And they're pretty consistent about their values, unlike the Democratic Party. But this should make you all shake in fear. Because half of you out there are standing up for and arguing with us about, and hell, some of you even participating in, promoting and protecting Muslim people in America. Now, there's Imam Tawhid. Anyway, I met him at American Priority Conference. He's an awesome person, and yes, he's a Muslim. But he even said himself, he's an imam. An imam is equivalent to a pastor or a pope, somebody head of the church. He even says, there are peaceful Muslims, but we are the minority. Because the majority, they don't think that they're radical. They think they're just practicing their religion. And that's the majority. Now, we're talking about a group of people that make up 1/3 of the world's population. 1/3 of the world's population is what this religion makes up. Take a look at Europe. They say by 2030, France will be an Islamic state. Germany will be an Islamic state. And the UK will be almost there. But the UK seems to be, by the days, they're moving faster and faster towards it. They're beating gays in the streets. Out Magazine wants to talk about it every single day. But nobody wants to say their religion. They keep saying, oh, another person gets beat up in the streets by a gang of boys. What are those boys' names? Oh, Mohammed and Jihad. Like, fucking, hello? But to see the shooting today at our naval base, the day before the anniversary of Pearl fucking Harbor, and then to see all of you people in the media say things like, his name's Mohammed, but we're so unsure of why it happened. Let's stop being stupid and let's be adults for once in our fucking existence, can we? Can we? He's doing it for his religion, clearly. And if he's not, let's shoot him anyways. I'm so sick of this. What they're doing is they're creating people that hate Islam. I was always in a position to give Islam a chance. But they're making me really not like it anymore. And the people that are making me not like Islam are the people out there loving Islam. How can you love something so evil? How? And if you have a different explanation for me, I would love to talk with you. I have a link in the description of this video on YouTube and on Periscope and on Facebook. Please, somebody, anybody, join me and talk about it. Tell me. Oh, somebody just now on Periscope said Obama is Islamic then because of his name. I mean, he is, but I mean, let's be real. Obama is Islamic. And I could play something for you, in fact, about that. Let's do that now. This was today I recorded, actually, the last thing I recorded, which is ironic enough.
Many other Americans have Muslims in their families or have lived in a Muslim majority country. I know because I am one of them. You are absolutely right that John McCain has not talked about my Muslim faith. My Muslim faith. The Holy Quran teaches that the Holy Quran tells us, and the Holy Quran also says, no longer a Christian nation. We do not consider ourselves a Christian nation.
Point that it made an American president for the first time in history bow to a Muslim king today, and he wasn't wearing an American flag pin. Those pins have become synonymous with politicians since 9/11. Obama says he doesn't like how the pin has come to represent patriotism in America.
I won't wear that pin on my chest.
It's a little weird, Alan, that in the middle of the campaign, the guy takes off the American flag that most people wear because they're proud of their country.
Thank you. And Ed Shema Mubarak.
So that's pretty grounding, right? Somebody actually is asking to go live with me right now on Periscope. So I know on YouTube and Facebook, you guys won't be able to see it, but that's one place you guys can't see it. But you guys will be able to hear the person right now. Well, let me see. Hello?
Hello, sir.
What's your name?
My name's Keenan.
Keenan. Okay, so where are you from?
I'm from Arizona.
Arizona? Cool. Hold on. Let me actually turn this around to see if we can get better sound. Because I want them to be able to hear you on, because Facebook and YouTube, I have it on one camera. So I want them to be able to hear you on this one as well. So go ahead. You're from Arizona?
Yeah, I was just basically kind of trying to ask, like, what's the biggest point you're trying to make?
The biggest point I'm trying to make is that it's time that we talk about things. It's time that we bring about the situations at hand, because we have a lot of issues going on right now in America, lots of them. And I would say a few of our bad problems always link back to those countries or those people. And I think that our fear of being called Islamophobic has really hindered a lot of our voices. And it's toxic and it's bad, because what they're doing now is getting away with things. Like, this is the day before Pearl Harbor anniversary, and we had a terrorist attack, mind you, at a gun-free zone in one of our naval bases today by a guy named Mohammed. How does this happen?
Yeah.
And why does this
So
keep happening?
What you're talking about right now is division.
I'm talking about the shooting today. I'm talking about the gays that were beat up 2 days ago.
About like how they're using the power of the Islamic State to create division and hate.
Not to create division and hate. They're trying to use the power of the Islamic State, I believe, to take over and infiltrate America, to be honest with you. I think what they're trying to do is trying to get rid of Christianity.
Yeah. So what all that is basically it's what we just said, is division, right? Because what they're doing is they're creating a false story of a falsification of a religion, of a state, because not all people of Islam are radical, right? I mean, there's a lot of people that
none of them consider themselves radical. I mean, nobody in Islam is radical. You're either for the religion all the way or for the religion a little bit. It's almost comparable to like being a Jack Mormon or like a Slack Christian.
But right, yeah. So like KKKs consider themselves Christian, which
Who?
reasonably they aren't, because they murder people. I mean, they hang black people. Like, that's not.
The KKK was a democratic started group. They were never a Christian started group. It was a democratic thing. But like some of them they do claim to be Christian. Yeah, they claim to be Christian, but they're not doing it in the name of Christianity. They kill black people in the name of KKK.
No, they're killing them in the name because they believe that, like, they use it as a biblical standpoint. They believe, like, the same way that people take Islam and they say that it's radical, they believe that infidels shouldn't live. It doesn't mean that they think that you should kill them. It just means that they should die. Like, just how people think that a lot of Christians think that sinners shouldn't have the.
Honestly, that's borderline offensive, to be honest with you. No offense to you right now, but like, to be honest with you, that's really, really borderline offensive. I hate it when people try to compare Christianity to Islam. It's two totally different things, to where it's not even comparable, because Islam, literally, they go out there and kill each other and other people all the time. Christianity does not do that. Christianity does not do that.
Has given you that perception that that's what Islam does, the same way that Islam.
My studying into Islam is what gave me that perception.
That is what Christians do.
Christians do not kill people. No.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Is people of Islam, people that are Muslim, do not just kill people. It's the perception we're given by the government and by the media that says that they do that. Because I know a lot of Muslims that would never kill anyone. They're very.
If you know Muslims, well, that's what Taqiyya is all about. Because if you're not a Muslim yourself, then there's no way in hell that you know an honest Muslim. There's literally no such thing. Because not what their religion is based on. They're not supposed to associate with anybody outside their religion. I've studied this religion a lot. Like I said, I've had 3 documentaries out about it, and you can go look them up even if you want to on Vimeo. And there's so much going on in other countries right now that's really scary, and it's due to the immigration problem. So I would say, like, you're probably right, and we're just like the Imam says. There's a lot of Muslims that aren't radical. But to be honest with you, even the Imam said that's a minority. The majority, he says, what we would consider radical, but they just consider living by their religion. And the problem with that is when you make up 1/3 of the world's population, now we're saying that. And so if you say, okay, let's give you credit. Let's say only 2% of them. That's a lot of credit I'm giving you. But let's say only 2% of them are what we would consider radical. 2%, right? Well, if you make up 1/3 of the world's population, 2% is still millions of people that are out there that are radicalized.
Yeah, it's 2% of just the Islamic.
And that's me giving you credit. That's me actually. That's clearly a lie, because clearly even the Imam said that literally the minority are the ones who are peaceful, and the majority of the minority are in America. So yes, if you know Muslims in America, the chances are they probably are peaceful. A lot of them flee to America because if you're a Shiite, you get killed. A lot of the Muslims also kill each other all the time. And they've been at war with the Shiites for so long now that the Shiites have been running away to America for years. For years. And the Shiites are known as the more peaceful ones.
Why are they at war? Have you studied the conflict?
I do know yes. The conflicts between them actually, to me, are stupid concepts. And I think that they're all based on opinion. But to them, it's real, because their religion is a lot more different. Like, that's why I say you can't compare it to Christianity. The way that they believe in their religion is different than what we believe in Christianity. Christians believe. Muslims, no. They know that this is the facts. They know this is the world, and they know this is how it's going to happen. But Christians say, I believe, I have faith. There's a big difference when you have faith in something and when you know something is real. When you know something's real, you're willing to even kill your own children like they kill the gay kids.
Faith is actually 100% a knowledge.
I would say it's completely separate. I don't see Christian people out there saying, we're going to stone you to death for honor. We're going to kill our children that we love. Here's what's sick about it. What's sick about it is when I started studying into Islam a lot more, and I started watching
So you say that Christians, Jewish people are Christian as well, right?
Well, if we're talking from an Islamic basis, Islam thinks that anybody outside of that religion is Christian, yes.
On an Islamic base, anyone outside of Islam is Christian.
They take them as either infidels or Christian, either or. They don't really they don't mince words. They're not going to sit there and ask you what you feel. Atheists, Muslims don't like believe in like atheism. They're not like into any of that. They're not Americanized. That's the thing. That's what you're not getting, is that they're not Americanized. These people really believe this.
What I do get is that all of us, no matter where we're from, our minds are completely controlled by the perception of the media. Whatever media we watch is what we're going to believe.
That's why I'm the biggest. If you've ever followed me, do you follow me at all? Like, I'm huge. I'm huge on finding out from firsthand accounts. I'm huge on that. Like, for instance, if you see something on CNN, I encourage you to go and find the actual person that was interviewed and go add them on Facebook, message them. I do it all the time. I always research deeply. And that's why I feel so alarmed to speak today, because of the fact that I feel like this is so crazy that we have to be afraid and then we have to fight with each other in America about people that are literally murdering people all across the world. Every Islamic country, every single one is killing people. Christians right now, they're doing a religious cleanse and they're killing gay people. Every single one.
Right.
So if that religion's so peaceful, then why is anytime a government that tries to run on that ideology, why is it always fucked up? Why can they not get it right? If that religion is so peaceful, why is the most dangerous, most violent countries all ran on that one ideology?
Have you ever? Okay, so look at the surroundings and what they live in compared to what we live in, right?
But that's their choice because that's their religion. They want to live that way because that's the way that Muhammad lived. The goal here is to live like Muhammad.
It's only because that's the choice that they were given.
No, each one of them, there's not the choice they were given as if they're held captive, like, save me. It's not like that. These people like to live that way. That's what you're not getting. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Like, for instance, the women, there's numerous documentaries where the women said that other women deserve to get beat because it's a common thing to happen. They don't, they're not afraid over there. They don't feel like they're held captive. They just simply, it's not that they either enjoy it either. What they are is it's life to them. It's reality to them. Like 100% reality to them. So they're not against it.
You think that they're terrorists, correct?
No.
Because you think that the Islam people are terrorists?
No. I think majority of terroristic people on the planet, if you think about how many terrorists are in each like groups, yeah, the majority are in the Islamic State. But I'm not going to say, I don't think that all of them are, no, I don't think all of them are terrorists. No, that's stupid.
No, that's because your perception of a terrorist has been misconstrued.
No, it hasn't. There's a terrorist in every country. What do you think a terrorist? Terrorist doesn't mean Islam. Just like people in America also think that a jihad means that terrorist attack. It does not. It does not at all.
No.
At all. And there's 29 jihads that each Muslim person has to live throughout their lifetime. Their goal is to do all 29 jihads. Do you know what jihad number 3 is? Migration. That's why wherever you're born, you must move out of that country within your lifetime. And you can't come back. The reason why is because they are literally trying to spread throughout the world. So the goal here is to have babies, and promote not having babies to other races and other groups like we are here in America and like what they've done already in France, like they did in Germany.
And then answer them just shortly as possible. All right.
Okay, go ahead. Answer away. Ask away.
How would you define a terrorist?
A terrorist is somebody who inflicts terror on people. Like textbook definition?
Through what?
What do you mean through what?
Through violence, correct?
Terror. It doesn't have to be through violence. No, it could be psychological as well. Psychological terror is a real thing. They use it in war all the time.
That's not the terrorists we're talking about right now. We're talking about.
Are you trying to twist me into saying that I think Muslims are terrorists? Because I think that their religion is shit. I think that religion is horrible.
I promise you, I swear on my life, unto the God I love. That's not what I'm trying to do.
I don't like that religion at all. No, I don't hate people that study it. I don't hate people that are part of it. Human beings, I don't hate. That religion itself is crap.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not. I'm not even trying to talk about. I'm just talking about terrorists, right? Terrorists. You're saying that majority of terrorists are from Islam, the Islam State, right?
Yeah, they make up 1/3 of the world's population.
Okay, so then define terrorism, so that way I can show you who the actual terrorists are.
People that inflict fear.
Okay, America is the #1 terrorist.
But even by population size, there's still more Muslims that are terrorists than Americans, period. Literally, they make up 1/3 of the world's population. They make up 1/3 of the world's population. So no matter what, they have more terrorists in their sector than we will ever have.
What are you talking about? The Chinese people make.
And how does America inflict terror? This is the most free country in the world.
Okay, think of Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Every single country.
Think of Pearl Harbor. What the?
Listen, we could have stopped that as well. We could have stopped that.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because we knew about it.
We knew that the planes were coming. First of all,
we did.
Second of all,
I'm not here to talk about conspiracy theories. People, hey, look, I'm live on 3 different platforms. I don't have time to talk about conspiracy theories. I'm here to raise awareness and talk about the situation at hand, which is the shooting today and the fact that we're too afraid to talk about the word Islam on the fucking internet. And we can talk about what you guys think about Pearl Harbor. I'm just talking about facts. And facts, we did not know Pearl Harbor was going to happen. We did not want our men to die. We did not want that to happen. So, no, we didn't know about Pearl Harbor. Yes, Nagasaki and shit was horrible, but it had to happen. I'm glad we're not like that today. I'm glad we changed. But today, they still live like we did back then.
More civilian murders than any other country in the world in the last 10 years. Did you know that?
We don't kill our own for honor. We don't kill in the name of Allah at all.
We kill others for power.
If you want to have another conversation later on about America, then we could do that. Like this, you're talking about oranges and apples. I don't get what you're trying to do.
Even this guy is with me. He's saying, I gotta watch up your documentaries and see what.
Yeah, watch them, because obviously you don't know too much about the religion. Because in fact, I don't even like calling it a religion. I don't think that it should be called a religion at all. It's not a religion. It's a terror. The whole thing is terror.
Have you ever been deployed?
No, I've never been deployed, but I have a lot of family members. I have friends that have been. Yes, I have. I do know a lot of people. What, girl? Before you get all mad, watch my documentary. But thank you for coming on. I don't have time for people like that. This is crazy. He wants to just twist it into some like he's trying to do whatever it takes to get me to say the words like I don't like Muslims or like the Muslims are all terrorists. I don't think the people themselves are terrorists. I think the people themselves are so brainwashed to where they're not going to change because they really believe that this is reality. And so I do believe that that religion's evil. And I don't think that anybody should be in America with it. You want that religion? I don't want to share a world with you, but if I have to, then stay on your side of it. Because I don't think America, the home of the free, the home of the brave, should be demonized by people like this from Arizona. Girl, it's from Arizona. Like, why do American idiots, like, why do Americans enjoy hating America? Like, go somewhere else and see how it is. Go to any Islamic country since they love Islam so much, right? Even Islamic people are running away from there coming here, right? It's so crazy to me how we stick up for so many different people around the world and we demonize America. If you're on the left, he's clearly leftist. But if you're on the left, you demonize America, yet you are mad that we don't want more people to come here. You would think that you guys would love Donald Trump and saying, fuck yeah, Donald Trump, make another ban. They don't want to come because this place is evil, right? But no, instead they're saying, everybody should be allowed to come to horrible America. Like, I don't have time for people like that. I just don't simply have time for people like that. So anyways, next, does anybody else want to come on and talk? Because I'm down to talk to anybody who's willing to have a conversation about the fact that we are too afraid to talk about Islam on the internet. And there was a shooting today by another man named Mohammed. Because these situations are real. And like the situation with the kids that were just beat in the UK or the kids that were beat in France. Or think about Easter Sunday. What happened Easter Sunday? It wasn't just Sri Lanka. I know leftists like to read titles and they don't like look into things. But it was also in Munich, Germany. And why is France turning Islamic? Why is Germany turning Islamic? And isn't it weird how it's synonymous? As countries turn Islamic, they also turn to shit. That's weird. That's weird how they're both synonymous. Isn't that weird? Like, you wouldn't think that that would be synonymous if you stick up for that religion so much. Like, if he loves that religion so much, and he loves Islam so much, then why doesn't he address those problems? The people you love are living in shit. The people you love are shoving bombs to their children. The people you love are throwing gay people off tops of buildings and hanging them. So, what do you have to say about that? If you love them so much, don't you care about that? You know what I mean? That's my thing. And people like only on Twitter. Why is it? It's only on Twitter, bitch. On Facebook, the comments are so drastically different on Facebook and YouTube than they are right now on Twitter because it's Periscope because they don't save. So people just say whatever they want. But let's read some of them just to give us some giggles. You hate. I'm actually a Trump supporter. I just think we shouldn't label. Had nothing to do with you. This is America. Is this really going to bring you value to America, girl? Yes. Because us staying quiet is bringing more terrorist attacks to America. Period. If you don't think this is another terrorist attack, if you're one of those people who are sitting at home like, there's still no evidence of why he did it. His name's Mohammed. He's from the Middle East. He came here to work on our naval base. That's weird. I wonder why he did it. I wonder. That's weird. Like, I don't know. Maybe if you look into why they're doing it all across the world, you can do your own research and find your own evidence there and you come to your own conclusions. And our conclusions are based on the world's experiences. And if the majority of the world right now is seeing a fear and seeing a lot of bombings and killings and everything from an Ariana Grande concert to just their gay son, Bilo, throwing him off top of a building. All these people that are going through all these atrocities and all these deaths and all these beheadings and all these really scary fucking things happening around the world, all linked to one religion. And you all want to still sit here and be afraid to talk about it. And you want to still sit here and say, I wonder why that guy named Mohammed from the Middle East killed a bunch of people at the army base. That's weird. Oh, sorry, naval base. Let's stop being stupid and stop being Muslim sympathizers. Please. I just don't understand. Somebody said, I don't think they should be demonized by gays. Bitch! She said, go somewhere else on your own words. They were my words. I said, if you don't like America, you could leave. I love America. We are the freest gay country in the world. I love Donald Trump. I love my country. And I love being a Republican, bitch. And I love that the left keeps losing because they are the reason why these things keep happening. They are the reason why we can't say the word Islam on the internet. They are the reason why we have to be afraid to say the word Muslim. And they are the reason why people are dying all across the Muslim countries as we sit back and let them march with us in our gay pride parades. They are the reason. So yeah, if you don't like it, you can leave. That is what I said. So I'm glad you can read or you can hear. That's nice. But the thing is this. We just don't want to talk about it because people like you are ignorant. Okay, so then that's your fault. That's your problem, not mine. Nobody's asking to watch my videos. Some girl on Periscope right now said that. She said, we just don't want to talk about it because people like you are ignorant. Well, then that's your choice. You literally are making a conscientious choice because you don't want to listen to somebody that's ignorant, yet you want to watch my video. That's weird. Like, you can literally click off right now and guess what? The ignorance is gone. And then you can still go have that conversation you wanted to have so bad with other people. The one I'm trying to have with you now. It's that easy. But she says, because of ignorant people like me, I'm not ignorant. Why is it the more educated I become, people call me more and more ignorant? Why is that? The more educated I become, it's like the more Republican the South became, the less racist it became. And people called Republicans racist. It's the same equivalency. It's like the more educated I became, the more Republican I became. The more educated I became, the more unleft I became. And the more educated I became, the more stupid people call me. That's really weird. As they all don't know shit about what's going on in Islamic countries, clearly. Again, these people keep sticking up for people that are murdering gay people and Christians consecutively. And that's synonymous. They're doing a religious cleanse, and they're getting rid of the gay people. And like the leader of Chechnya, we don't have gay people here, right? That's what they said. So every single Islamic country is doing it. Every single one. Even the ones that the U.S. is backing. There are U.S. reasons why we have to do certain things in the world in order to not just keep peace. Our goal here isn't just peace. We need to also keep the control that we, unfortunately, and our crony-ass government craved for so long. We have a base, an army base, or a armed forces base on almost every single country. We have one on every single continent. We have one almost in every single country. We chose to be the world police, damn it. So we got to finish our term out. We can't just get up and leave and walk away now. You can't just tell a bunch of people how to live their fucking lives and then say, okay, we're done now, bye, and walk away. Bitch, they will come up behind you with a knife. So we made our bed. We have to lie in it. And I'm not okay with the way we made it either. But we made it. So let's stop talking about what could have been and let's talk about how we're going to handle it now. And that being said, now we can go move forward with the conversation. So I'm sick of arguing with the people on Periscope right now. Like, I'm not even going to pay attention to you guys on Periscope for a second because I get it. You guys all love Muslims. I get it. Go march with them in every gay pride parade, please, because soon they'll be throwing your ass off the building too. Doesn't matter. But I'm going to go back to the people I want to start listening and having a normal conversation with me, and that's going to be the people here on YouTube and on Facebook. So anyways, guys, they call me ignorant when I don't read books ever, bitch, but I bought a bunch of books on Islam and I started reading these books and I started becoming like more enlightened by the situation. And I will tell you some things. One, these people aren't inherently evil. No. Two, these people are just believing in something and they believe it wholeheartedly. Three, do they love their children that they kill? Yes. Yes, very much. They love their kids with all their heart, just like any other American mother would. They love their kids with all of their heart. And that's what makes it even sadder. That's why I'm more angry at the religion and less angry at the people. If I could, I wish every one of those books, the Quran, would disappear to save their lives. Because when you see a father throwing his son off a building, and you can tell that dad really loves his kid, that's where the fear and where this scary, that's where the terror sets in. It's horrific. It's fucking horrific. And Robert Spencer's amazing. Oh my God. So I'm going to put this on the screen because 2 you are right. Robert Spencer. Oh, Robert Spencer's amazing. I do follow him. I do watch a lot of his stuff. He actually is always on. He's the one who got me wanting to do a documentary, and that's why I started filming for that documentary about Islam because of him. Not the Spencer everybody thinks about. Not the racist motherfucker on the right. No. I'm not talking about Richard Spencer. I'm talking about Robert Spencer. Different RS. Okay. So I'm gonna go to Vimeo right now. I'm gonna show you guys just a clip of my documentary. Because I'm going to show you guys something that normally would get me kicked offline, so I might be kicked off for this, but I don't care at this point. Because it's just, I'm so sick of seeing the comments I'm seeing on Periscope.
They're all the... Anyway, forget about it. Punished him if unlawful. Yeah, against this... Want to sit there and fight for his being sex between two gay men, he will be stoned to death. Like I said, I hope you guys got
Good gay history lesson, I call it.
you guys think to yourselves,
okay,
why are you guys so fucking hypocritical if you're part of the LGBTQ community here in America? Go to Q video. Brunei, which is majority Muslim, is introducing strict new Islamic laws that make gay sex punishable by stoning to death. Under the new laws, individuals accused of certain acts will be convicted if they confess or if there were witnesses present. Lesbian sex carries a different penalty of 40 strokes of the cane and or a maximum 10 years in jail. So lenient. I'm just glad that progressives in the West are out on the streets marching against such vile, draconian homophobia. Right?
That's disgusting.
That's just one example. It's not like this is a regular occurrence, right? Oh. But at least progressives who do go out and march against the execution of gay people in Islamic countries aren't confronted and intimidated by Antifa leftists, right? But at least when there's an LGBT march, Muslim leaders don't make complaints about their banners being Islamophobic, right? Oh, but at least when there's an LGBT march,
I love him.
Muslims don't throw homophobic slurs at gay people, right? But at
May
least
Allah
not
curse
all
him.
the transgender YouTubers are speaking out against this, right?
I'm a queer, trans, gay person, and I will happily support and defend all of my Muslim siblings.
Oh, but at least in the West, Muslim migrants have integrated and realized that LGBT rights are a fundamental part of a progressive, caring society, right?
Anderton Park Primary is the latest school in Birmingham to face protests calling for teaching about gay relationships to be stopped.
Being Muslim and being homosexual, unfortunately, doesn't coincide together.
And telling people that it is okay for you to be Muslim and for you to be gay. Mr. Moffat, shame, 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 shame.
Like literally Muslims could tell you, like Muslims could say, hey, guess what? I hate, like they could literally tell you, like, I fucking hate you. And they're like, see, they love us. They love us. Like, wake up.
Not as if we literally have Sharia patrols in the West where gay people are threatened and told to leave areas of major cities, right?
Whitechapel in East London. A hardline vigilante group is trying to impose Sharia law on unsuspecting members of the public.
Yeah, you're gay, mate. Get out of here, mate. Get out of here, you're fag.
No, but still, it's not as if these fine gentlemen acid attacked a group of men near a gay nightclub while shouting homophobic slurs, right? Oh, but still, it's not as if this transgender person was humiliated, punched, and
Watch, this is how dumb we are.
by a group of Algerians during a protest in Paris, right? Oh. Julia later made clear that the attack had nothing to do with the Algerian community, but was carried out by ignorant people regardless of their origin or religion.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's what we're dealing with here. That's what we're dealing with. This transgender person literally got beat up in the streets by these people in the name of that religion. And she literally said, oh, I know it has nothing to do with that religion. Julia later made clear that the attack had nothing to do with Algerian community, but was carried out by ignorant people, regardless of their origin or religion. Like, that's what I want to talk about. And that's what this video is about right now. That's what this video is about. This video is about that. Exactly that. There's no reason why we should have fear and why we should be afraid to face the truth. If it is only a few ignorant people, I don't see the other Muslims trying to look different or trying to stand out differently. Because think about that religion. They don't wear a certain color. They're not wearing a certain badge. Like in America, let's be real. You can kind of see when someone look like criminal. Like I'm not trying to like. You can't tell all the time. But if you've ever visited anybody in jail, you'll see that people in jail, there's a look, girl. There's clearly a look. But these people do it in the name of their religion, which they don't call their religion. As you heard the Muslims screaming on the megaphone, they said, you must respect our way of thinking and our way of life. He never said you must respect our religion. Now, see, I think that's where we also lose each other at. The Western civilization, the way we think about the word religion is different about the way that they think about the word religion. You know what I'm saying? They see the word religion as a day-to-day way of life. The 29 jihads that they must accomplish throughout their lifetime is the same 29 jihads that Muhammad did. And they are things you must do. They're not choices where you're like, do I want to be confirmed as a Catholic? Do I want to get baptized? Do I want to do the mission on the missionary thing? No. With Islam, there's no option. This is what you do. This is why you're here. So that's the difference. We see religion as a choice, as a faith, as something we can choose to take in our hearts, choose to believe. We can have discussions about it. We can go to churches about it. We can get baptized if we feel like the Holy Spirit is in us. But they just know that this is life. It's not faith. It's not religion. It's life. And some of these, I learned recently also about the terrorist jihads that the ones who do the jihad to kill themselves in order to gain forgiveness from Allah. It's the ones who commit sins or crimes that you cannot apologize for, ones that you cannot eventually earn back your keep for, in a sense. Like, for instance, being gay. If they are a Muslim and they really believe in Muhammad and they're gay and they know, like any of us gay people who ever had to come out of the closet, it's hard when you're in the closet. It's hard to be like, fuck, why can't I ditch this fucking feeling I have? Why can't I ditch these desires? I hated being gay when I first came out. Like, I came out at 14. I was like, when I came out, I cried to my mom. I said, Mom, something's wrong with me. I really did. Like, I cried. I said, something's wrong with me. Because I didn't understand why I just couldn't like girls. I tried really hard. But then I was like, bitch, I'm gay. I'm a homo. And then I just accepted it and I had fun with it. And I was like, girl, I'm gay. And I love it. I love my life because I love who I am. It took me a long time to love myself. But bitch, it took me a long time. But I do love myself. And I do love being gay now. And it's not like I love being gay. It's that I am gay. It is what it is. But that's kind of how they think about their stuff. So I know for a fact I can escape the gay thoughts. And a lot of people in America think, well, if they're Muslim and gay, they could just pretend to be straight. It's not the same as a Western thinking. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They don't think of it on that level. They're not thinking to themselves that we can just pretend. They don't give a fuck about what everybody else thinks. They don't give a damn what their family thinks. They don't give a damn what their neighbors think. They care about their relationship with Allah. And Allah doesn't like it. So a lot of them kill themselves. And they do a jihad to say sorry to Allah, to gain their place. And that is what's tragic about it. These people don't hate gay people. They just cannot live around or tolerate or even know that they exist because it goes against everything they know. And they will do whatever it takes to pay tribute to Allah by exterminating any person who they consider a kafir or a fucking infidel, which both are synonymous. They're both, one is basically an ex-Muslim and the other one's basically just like anybody who's not Muslim. And that is what I want to talk about. Because when you have a group of people that believe in something so heinous to where they're acting it out and lives are being lost, why is that the group we're choosing to protect? Why? I'm not saying we should hate them. I'm saying maybe we should take a page from their book, which is be consistent about what you believe in. Stand up to whatever it is you stand behind and believe it wholeheartedly. I will give them that. I love how Muslims actually, like I said, they'll tell you to their face, I fucking hate you. And people will be like, they love me. Like, I don't get it. Muslims don't like your asses. Anybody right now sticking up for Muslims, if you're not a Muslim, they don't like you. They don't like you. You've never had a Muslim friend, bitch. It's not equivalent to being like, oh, I have a black friend. Don't try to pull that shit with me because it ain't going to work here. But when you simply say that you have a Muslim friend as an excuse, that's a lie. Well, actually, to them, it's not a lie. It's actually called taqiyya. It's a real thing. It's in their definition. It's their book. Read it. And if you stick up for Muslims without knowing anything about the fucking history or without them knowing the fucking actual causes or effects or what they're trying to do or even what a jihad is, then girl, sit down. Then stop talking. Because especially you guys on Periscope, you're annoying. Like, it's just stupid. You're really uneducated. Half of you are probably little kids. The other half of you, I urge you, go pick up a book on Islam and then come back and have the same conversation with me. Try to, at least. Attempt. I used to stick up for Muslims all the time. Because I am American. I believe that everybody has a place on this planet. And I believe that everybody has a place to be here. And they can believe whatever they want. That's who I am. Even Muslims. I used to stand up for them all the time. I hated it when Republicans would say things bad about Muslims. I hated it. God, I hated it. So that's what made me literally go and start studying it. And when I did, it was the worst, best thing I could have ever did. I found out how horrible and scary that religion is. And then I found out how the people of that religion aren't scared and they don't think it's horrible. To them, this is normality. And they're doing whatever it takes to make sure the rest of the world becomes that same normality. Because in the Quran, it states that once they take over, it will become heaven. This is heaven. We're already here, guys. This is their holy land, is what they say. This is their holy land. They're already here. That's why they kill their loved ones for honor. Because they'll be back. They'll be back. As soon as they take over this place becomes the heaven they always wanted. The only thing that's in the way right now is us. So that's why I think we should talk about things. Because that's important, especially if you're not Muslim. Well, especially if you're a parent. If you're a parent, this is happening so rapidly fast that they say by 2030, France is going to be all Islamic. 10 years ago, they had only 30% Islamic people in France. Now, 10 years later, they have almost 61% in France alone. I mean, look at the UK. They literally have placed every single article you saw just now was from the UK. But I'm going to show you a quick thing about what's happening actually in their country now, okay? They're going on. I found out about Brunei. This was happening in their country. Don't understand how people can sit there and be okay with any of these things that are going on. I found out about Brunei. I almost cried. I made a video with Ricky Rebel. I got to interview him, and I interviewed a couple other people. This is horrendous. Oh, Brunei's the size of that was a body. That was literally a body. We should be able to do something, but we can't even come together in our own country. The kids are too mad at Chick-fil-A. Guys, I think it's time that you guys wake up. Learn from this video and don't condemn me. Learn from this video and please, if I spark any change in you, then I've done my job. That's the guy who did Pulse. Okay, so the guy who did Pulse, let me stay on that for 1 second. The guy who did Pulse, he said himself, he said gays should be, come on. He said gays should be stoned. And then in the Quran, 780 also says gays should be stoned. In the Quran, 4:16, if two men are guilty of lewdness, punish them both. Lewdness is, they believe, like Sodom and Gomorrah is what Christians believe, but they believe there's a place called loud. Anyways, if a man who is not married is seized committing sodomy, he will be stoned to death. Abu Dawud 44:48. The Prophet cursed effeminate men. Bukhari 72:77:4. Whoever is found acting in the manner of the people of Lot, kill the doer and the receiver. That's also in the Quran 1:152. May Allah curse him who does what Lot's people did. Lot's also, Sodom and Gomorrah is also the Lots. And Lot's was a city of gays or the city of people that did. Actually, in the Quran, it doesn't specify. I don't want to lie here. In the Quran, Lot's doesn't specify if they were gay. They just simply said that there was sodomy happening all throughout that city. So because of it is why they say that. But let's be real. Who commits sodomy? Homos. Hi. So if you think that's not against gays, then you're probably just uneducated or stupid or trying to find excuses for Islam like people on Periscope. But I wanted to show you guys those videos because Iran. Look at that boy's face. Look at it. Look at his eyes. Do you know what he did? Do you know what he did so wrong? Lived his life. The same life I live. Except for less loud, probably. A lot less loud. Probably not as colorful hair, not as wild, but he simply was loving who he loved. He fell in love. And now he's dead. April 2nd, Brunei. There's a 14-year-old boy and a 28-year-old boy sitting in jail because it was 20 years in prison for if you're gay. But then they adopted Sharia law as of April 2nd. What do you think happened to those boys? They were taken outside that morning and stoned. You don't believe me? It's all over the internet. Every one of these videos. 2 girls try to prove to their parents from the UK. Well, actually, one is from Ireland, the other one's from UK. Try to prove to their parents that Islam is not as bad as everybody thinks. They tried to prove that the perception is just from the media. The same thing that guy was talking about in the beginning of this video. And what happened to them? They went camping with 4 Islamic men. In the middle of the night, the Islamic men took the girl's cell phone and filmed his friend as he had his foot on her back, chopping off her head. And you hear her screaming. You hear her voice choke out like, as the blood. That was probably the most horrific video I've ever watched. And I don't go looking for these videos, guys, and watch them. But I do think it's important to see them. And I think you guys should watch them. Because it's hard to watch. It makes you really queasy. Don't let your little kids watch it. They'll have nightmares, guaranteed. But you got to see the reality. Because we can sit behind these computers all day long and argue and listen to Periscope and then say, he's stupid. Long live Allah, like whatever they're saying to me right now. We can do this forever. But each minute we do this and ignore the real atrocities is another person dead. Why is it not illegal all through Russia to be gay? Why is it only illegal in Chechnya? Why? Well, that's the only part of Russia that is ran on the Muslim ideology. Why is it only illegal in Indonesia to be gay and not all through the Philippines? It's the only part that is run on the Muslim religion. So it's not just Muslim countries. It's other countries that just run on that ideology. And France is the next one that's headed that way. So anyways, guys, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. If you guys want to support me, go to patreon.com/theadorabledeplorable. Not too many people came on. Nobody actually came on Facebook and YouTube wanted to go live with me. I did give you guys the option. It was on the description. So I don't know why everybody wants to be silent about this, but I do get it on Facebook and YouTube. Periscope, I don't give a fuck. Kick me off there. I don't care. But Facebook, I'm probably going to be kicked off because of this video. So I'll see you guys in a month. YouTube, it'll be like my first or second time. So I'll see you guys like in 2 weeks. But I'm sure I'll be kicked off because some of you guys will report this, guaranteed. But anyways, I think these conversations are more important to have than worried about being kicked off. I think we should have more of them. I think if more of us spoke out against this stuff, we wouldn't be kicked off because the majority would be speaking. There's been a shift in our country right now, and we're all starting to speak up, and I'm very proud of every single person. I'm a little disappointed that not too many people went live with me today, but I think that more people should start speaking out because there's people that are human beings that are simply trying to live, and they're being killed for being Christian and being gay in every Islamic country. And it's time to speak out. Do you guys want to wait for another terrorist attack to speak? It's the day before Pearl Harbor. The day before the anniversary of Pearl Harbor, and we had a terrorist attack on a naval base in the only gun-free zone. In the only gun-free zone. That part blew my mind. I was like, because I heard naval base, I was like, okay, well then the left is going to come at us with that and say, oh my God, see, it's not only in gun-free zones. But then we found out he went shooting at the people in the only gun-free zone on the naval base. Like, so why is the left's remedy to make more gun-free zones? It just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't compute to me. I think the left is evil. I think they're out to get us. And I think they're working with the Muslims. Look at Obama. Look at Hillary Clinton. And think about Benghazi. Anytime you want to question that. Anyways, guys, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. And like I said in every video, I'll see you in the next one. And if you're Muslim and offended, you probably should be. Bye.